Hey, so I wanted to come on here and talk. I did a live earlier with Ronette from Educators of Oil. I'm gonna tag her in this, but I wanted to come on and talk about mindfulness and why it's important and how it keeps you calm in certain situations. So she talked about during the live, she talked about a situation where and she said it seemed like God was testing her because it was like back-to-back situations. So she's in a store, she's shopping, ladies helping her out, and then someone else comes in the store and says, well, is anybody else here to help me? And the woman who was helping her out in the store was like, oh, I'll help you, ma'am, and just walked off away from her to help the other lady. And so she was like kind of pissed because she's like, well, you're here helping me. Why would you go leave me and go help somebody else? And then she said, like, right after that, she went to a different store in the mall and kind of sort of the same thing happened where someone was just cutting her off when she was being helped and just, decided that they needed the store assistant to help them instead of her. And the assistant just went and helped this guy or whatever, ignoring her needs. So I wanted to mention mindfulness in that it sometimes just seems like a buzzword. It seems like it's just one of those things that's a fad, a trend, and that people are just like overusing it and not really giving it justice. But the truth is that we all kind of practice mindfulness at some point in our lives, whether we know it or not, and that it is something that everybody has within them. Part of my talk with Ronette was her digging through the Bible and seeing what she could find on mindfulness, because she says everything that she's interested in, she already knows. Whatever topic it is, it's got to be something about it in the Bible, whether it's good or bad. So when she knew she was going to come on and speak with me about mindfulness, as me being a certified mindfulness instructor, she decided to look in the Bible and look for different things that mention mindfulness. And so she was able to see where kind of like one verse was talking about be still and know that I am God, and kind of like just being still. Another one, I believe, was in James. I forgot the book of James, but I forgot what chapter. But it says how you have to be slow to speak. And so she kind of like pinpointed where mindfulness is in the Bible, and that brought me to mentioning that it is innate. It's an innate ability. It's natural in everybody. We have to go within in order to find our strength, in order to find our calm, our resolve, our reasoning, our logic, our emotions, anything that you could think of in the heart, right? Any love that you might experience, any need for clarity that you might experience mentally, any need for spiritual growth, any need for physical growth. Everything that you could think of is in the Bible, and everything attributes to mindfulness. God tells us to be still. He tells us to meditate. He tells us to be in prayer and to think about the word. And so mindfulness is everywhere. Even though science is just now catching on in the past 20, maybe 30 years, if that much, it means that if we can find it in the Bible, it means that it's an innate ability that we all have. And so in Ronette's situation, when she's in the store and she's being disrespected, she said it could have went left. And she has had times in the past where things like that go left for her. But part of her prays, often, I'm not sure if she prays every day or what, but part of her is already mindful, already connected to her inner source, her inner self, and her higher self, and to God, right? So she already has that sort of calming aspect. What mindfulness does for us is in those moments when we want to punch somebody in the face, when we know we're being disrespected. And I'm not saying to let somebody disrespect you. That's totally different. Like the way you handle disrespect and knowing that you have a choice in the way that you respond to negativity is what I'm referring to. And so the way that she handled herself in those situations of being disrespected, it could have been really bad, but she has this natural innate ability to know, like, okay, I have a choice here in how I respond. I could respond with violence. I could respond with aggression and words, or I could respond very calmly and nicely and just let people know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm being helped first, guy or girl, whoever, wait your turn. So I just wanted to express the importance of mindfulness, that we probably all do it in some form or fashion. We just need to tap into our inner selves and figure out what that mindfulness means for us and how we can exercise mindfulness. If you want to know more tips about how to actually meditate, how to be more mindful, how to find out what type of mindfulness or meditation will work for you, you can hit me up and I'll help you out.